morning, everyone. Sri Lankan Sammy here with you. Let's see if the sound is all working. Yeah, sound is working good. I think I really need to buy a new microphone or get a new microphone setup. I'm not liking the way it sounds. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Guys, welcome to the Sunday Fun Day live stream. Today, we're going to talk a couple of things. First thing we're going to talk about is what am I going to do for vacation? What am I going to do for vacation? I'm torn and I need your help. I kind of just decided what I'm going to do, like just a little while ago. But I am 51% decided and 49% torn between changing my decision. So help me decide. You guys let me know. I was going to talk. Somebody asked me about my friendship with Lady Sarah, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what's going on, life, the universe, and everything. My usual Sunday fun day. Thanks again, guys, for joining. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. I am a semi-retired Canadian citizen, Sri Lankan citizen, living in Sri Lanka with my senior parents and working in South Korea, and now working in the United Kingdom. I am transitioning from my visa in South Korea, which expires, to working as a freelance remote high-ticket closer, which is what I've been doing my whole life in sales. But what I'm starting out in as is a booker, and what that is a sales development role or business development role. So basically, what I do is I take warm leads, people who are interested in products and services, and I ensure that they take the next step and commit to a meeting with a salesperson. Now, eventually, I could become a salesperson, but I don't want that job. I'm going to stick with just booking the appointments, which is very easy to do. The only problem is that the time zones. I mean, I'm waking up at 10:30 at night 11 at night till 1 in the morning, local time. And then I have to do in the afternoons, local time, which is morning in the United Kingdom. But the thing is that it's the afternoon and evening where it's busy. So, but the money is incredible. The money is just insane to do this job. Business development has always been insane. I remember I did business development for a German company about 8 years ago, and I was making about $5,000 a month, working 2 hours a day. That's a ridiculous amount of money. So, guys, if you are into exercise and training and you've injured yourself, let me know. I'm here to help. I'm here to offer you a solution to your pain. No cost, no obligation consultation with a trained physiotherapist. And it's online, so you don't have to go to a clinic or anything like that. So it's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept. And I don't think it would have developed without COVID, because people are now seeing that online is now reliable. We used to be always hands-on, brick and mortar. Amazon changed that, and COVID enabled it. So yeah, that's going. And I am now torn between what to do for holiday. I need to get out of Sri Lanka. I'm tired. I have a new contract starting next month. I'll find out in the next 2 or 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks. That's the way it always works here. They delay and delay and delay. But anyways, it's my usual 6 month contract. I've been talking about it for a while. It's what makes my year, right? It's what I look forward to every year. It's why I go on vacation for so long, because I can afford to. Um, so with a Korean company that I do, it's going to be my third or fourth year. But it'll mean 30, 40 hours a week. So I'm not going on vacation in October. I would have, but Lady Sarah, it's just so expensive because it's a golden week in October. It is like 3-4 holidays all in a row. So if you take like one day off, you get like almost 12 to 14 days vacation. It's huge. And the cost of airline tickets for one day before the vacation starts, like $800. And the day the vacation starts, it's double, $1,500-$1,600 for an airplane ticket to Thailand. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous price. So, and then the cost of accommodations as well is ridiculous that golden week because of the Asian holidays. It's not only just Korea, it's Japan, China, and any other country that celebrates Asian New Year. Not Asian New Year, sorry, Asian Thanksgiving. So that's predominantly China and Korea. So the prices for most places is just out of this world. Anyway, I could swing it because by October my clients are not that, like the way my schedule works out is that I do a lot of the classes in the beginning. They have to complete 40 hours in the 6 months. So I get a lot of it done at the beginning, and towards the end they can kind of miss a couple of classes per month, which means that I can take those 2 weeks off and not affect my schedule. And even my pay, because what I do is I do a couple of extra classes at the first week and a couple of extra classes in the last week. So anyway, yeah, Lady Sarah doesn't want to spend that kind of money. She says she just spent $5,000 on flights to the U.S. And again, that was because of the exchange rate. When she bought the tickets, the exchange rate was ridiculous. The exchange rate is doing okay today. It's down a little bit, but it went back up. My stocks are doing really well. I surprisingly looked at it and I was like, oh, my stock is down to like, 87%. And then I realized, no, so I have a banking stock and a telecom stock. So my banking stock used to be like 97% profit. And then it dropped to like 78 and it went back up. And then I saw, and the way I have it structured is the highest percentage one is at the top and the lowest one is at the bottom. So I have a profit of anywhere between 90% and 15% over the 5 securities that I have. And I don't look at the name, I look at the percentage and then the bottom line. And I looked at it, it's like 87, that's down. And I look over, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not my banking stock, that's my telecom stock. That was the lowest one and it shot up to 87%. I'm so happy. But overall, I'm flat because one went up, one went down, but overall I'm still at like 47%, which is damn good for less than a year. 3 quarters and I'm making 50% profit. It's better than any S&P 500 or anything like that, better than gold. The only thing better is crack cocaine. Joking. Anyway, yeah, we had some crazy weather a couple days ago. It was like a mini tornado, which got me thinking about a mini tornado that happened in my hometown exactly today, like 16 years, no, not 16 years ago, 40 years ago today. In my hometown in Bradford, there was a mini tornado. It killed one person, falling debris. It was actually the night before my junior prom. Devastating destruction of friends, homes, and farms, and stuff like that. So it was, you know, reminiscent of that. The storm, the windstorm. No one died, but a lot of people were injured and a lot of damage. Because I mean, we don't have winds here, but it just came out of nowhere. So today's also another anniversary. Today is 16 years since I landed in Korea. 16 years. So I was there for 13 years. It felt like a lot longer. It felt like a lot longer than 13 years because I was there for 13 years, then I came here for 3 years. So lots of anniversaries, lots of celebrations. And I got an invitation from a very interesting YouTuber who interviews people like me who left their homes and either emigrated to Sri Lanka or returned to Sri Lanka. I'm a little bit of both. I never really left here because I was never here, but I'm Sri Lankan. It's funny, I get asked it all the time. I was in a shop yesterday buying something and the man asked me, where are you from? I said, I'm Sri Lankan. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, but I'm Canadian. He says, oh, okay. I could tell your Sinhala was not, your Sinhalese accent was different. And I'm like, yeah, I get it all the time. So, yeah, I am torn between two things. So, normally I go on vacation twice a year, in spring and in fall. The way it works is Lady Sarah gets 4 vacation breaks, 2 in the spring, 2 in the fall. And the way they work is usually about 6 weeks apart, a month apart, whatever. So you'll get like, it just depends on how the calendar works, because the Korean holidays follow the lunar calendar, so it changes every year. Sometimes it's 6 weeks, sometimes it's longer. So normally in the spring, I'll get her 1 week in February and 1 week in March. And then in fall, it's 1 week in September, 1 week in October type of thing. But this year in October, everything combines and it's like 2 full weeks in October. And in February, it's also 2 weeks, the way it works out this next year, 2026. The way the lunar calendars coincide, the holidays are together. So I'm thinking, all right, well, I don't want to go on vacation just for 2 weeks. I want to go and I want to stay, which is what I normally do. So like last year, I went, we had a vacation together, and then I stayed in Thailand for 6 weeks and waited for her next vacation, and then we met up in Vietnam. So that's the normal routine that I have been doing for the last couple of years. So this time I'm thinking, like, I need to get away. Because I'm not getting away, I'm missing out on this October, the fall vacation. We're not doing a fall vacation. So now I'm missing out on that. It's going to be a year before I go on vacation from my last vacation. And I can't handle it. I need to get away. I need to relax and enjoy life. Guys, thank you for watching. Truly appreciate it. Please comment. Let me know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. What do you think? What's your opinion? What are your thoughts? What would you like to see? If you like the channel, please support by clicking like, subscribing, sponsor me. but buy me a coconut, or since I'm monetized, watch a commercial. That would really help the channel, and I truly appreciate it. So because I'm not going on vacation in October, I'm thinking, what do I want to do? Well, because of the new job, because of the new contract, I'm going to treat myself. And I am torn between, okay, so I'm going to treat myself, and I was saying I was going to go for 2 or 3 months. I'm going to go for longer and longer vacations to try to figure out where I'm going to retire to. Because it's coming soon. It's like 24 to 36 months away, 2 to 3 years before my full retirement money comes into play and I can do whatever I want. I don't have to work. I will continue working. I'll never stop working because I need something to do, or else I go insane. I can't sit around. I don't play pool. I don't play darts. I don't drink. Can't go swimming every day. So you need something to do to keep you busy. And making money is fun. So I think what I'll end up doing is either charity work, like donating my time to like charity, like helping kids or you know, dogs and cats or something like that. I'm not sure. There's still a lot of time for me to explore that. I don't need to do it now. I can do it when I have the free time, because that's when I'll be able to donate it, right? And then make money to help support that charity, because the money that the passive income will cover my daily expenses. So now I need to figure out where I'm going to live. You know, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, whatever. Not Bali. Philippines. And here's where I'm torn. So I'm planning on going in December, so middle of December, for 2 months, which means till February when Lady Sarah comes. So she'll come in February 13th. So depending on where I am is where she will join for the vacation. So if I'm in Pattaya, we will go to Koh Samet, an island in the south of Pattaya. We've been to Krabi. I want to go to Krabi, but I'd like to try someplace new. And she's been to Pattaya, so we need to go someplace different. So I'm thinking Rayong Beach and Koh Samet. I was going to think of Koh Kud, but it's too far, and I don't want to go all the way down there. We'll do someplace close. Because if we go down there, we have to fly down there, and I don't want to do all of that. I'm lazy. And for 2 weeks, it's just a little bit too remote, because I know what Lady Sarah likes. Now, and here's where I'm torn. So if I stay in Pattaya for 2 months over Christmas and New Year, I know I will have fun. I have friends there. The problem is the friends that I have there like to go out and drink. They like to party. And as you guys know, Pattaya has those options available to me. I don't go out every night when I'm there. I don't go out even every week, once a month when I'm there. When Anuj came, I went out a couple of times, but that was because I was with him. But when I'm by myself, I hang out with my friends who you guys know Alex. I hang out with him, but for the most part, I'm just sitting around, enjoying the beach, enjoying the pool. What's up? Hey. Oh, thank you. That's some coconut water. Wonderful. More electrolytes. All right. So if I go there for 2 months, I know, obviously Christmas, obviously New Year, I'm going to spend money. I'm going to go out. I'm going to have fun. Try not to drink. It's very easy for me. It's very easy for me to say no. It just I know I'm going to spend money, and which is something I don't like doing. I don't know why. I used to love spending money, but now I don't. That's the first step. And then Lady Sarah comes, we're going to have a wonderful time. That's not going to be. And then March, I come back home. I've calculated the cost of doing that vacation without the entertainment costs. The entertainment costs, I kind of know what they will be. And I've factored in like minimal entertainment costs, like once a week. And the cost per month is reasonable, even during the holidays. Then I have an option to go to Cebu because my friend Tim lives there. And those of you who know me, and those of you who've been following the channel for a while, which thank you, will know Tim is a former friend of mine from America who I met in Korea, who is my roommate twice in the 13 years that I lived in Korea. So he's married and living in Cebu now, and he is now like a homebody. So if I go to Cebu and I get a place there, number one, I can stay longer. Thailand, I can stay 60 days, and then I have to get a 30-day renewal because I'll be there for 80 days. Because I want to leave before Christmas. And between Christmas and March 2nd, which is the end of Lady Sarah's vacation, it's more than 60 days. Less than 60 days is, first week of January. And I don't want to do that. I want to go before Christmas. I want to spend Christmas there. And I want to go like a week before Christmas. So if I go to Cebu, I can stay 3 years. But the problem with Cebu is I don't know the city. Pattaya, I know it like the back of my hand. I know where to get food. I know where to get everything I want. Food, fruit, shopping, renting a motorcycle, doing everything I want to do. I know exactly where to go. I've been there so many times. Cebu, I don't. I've been once, and I didn't stay in the city. I was out at a 5-star resort for a week with mom and dad 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. But it's cheaper, and I'll have Tim there and his family and his friends to hang out with. And he said, come, you'll have a great time. I'll take good care of you. Now he's doing okay medically, but he's not 100%. He's got some problems. So I don't want to have him babysit me. And I've told him the reason I go away is to socialize, because I can't really do that here in Sri Lanka. It's not possible in my situation. But over there, it's a lot easier. So I don't want to put that on him. And because of the type of place that I need, if I'm going to stay a long time, I don't need a studio. I need a 1-bedroom with a view and a balcony, so that I can feel open. I need a pool. I need a gym. And the price of the place that I really want is a little bit outside of what I want to spend and now it's going to be 3 months. So if Lady Sarah comes, she'll spend 1 or 2 days in Cebu to, hang out, because she knows Tim. So she'll come to hang out with Tim, have dinner, meet his new wife. and then from Cebu we'll travel to Bohol. Now the problem with Bohol is that it's way more expensive than Cozumel. Overall, the price per day for 3 months in Cebu versus 2 months in Thailand is about the same. It is about the same. But I'll spend more in Cebu because I'll be there an extra month. So that's why I kind of decided this morning it's going to be Thailand. It's going to be Thailand. I'll leave Philippines for like a fall trip in 2026 or 2027 where I will go for 3 or 4 months. I kind of decided that this morning. Unless I see a condo or apartment that is just, wow, this is spectacular. Like the one I stayed in Thailand last time. You guys saw that spectacular condo, right? It doesn't have to be beachfront. I don't need a beach. I need a pool. Okay. In Pattaya, I don't need a beachfront. Now, I'm thinking of staying at the Copacabana in Jomtien, which is a luxury 5-star beachfront condo, but I barely will go in the ocean. The ocean's there. I'll go to the pool, which is on the 52nd floor, an infinity pool. Why trudge along to the beach when I can go to a beautiful swimming pool? So now that I'm deciding on Thailand, now I'm torn between spending $1,200 for 2 months on a studio apartment, which is cheap but stunningly beautiful. Beautiful grounds. They have an amazing condo, great view, or a little bit more, like double, for a luxury place. And do I want to treat myself? And then let me tell you something. The vacation that I have planned in February with Lady Sarah, wow. It is not 5-star, it's more of like a 3-star, but it's more like beachfront. Like we open the door and there's the ocean. And that's what I think she hasn't experienced before because we've stayed in like luxury condos and stuff like that. So we've always had to take a day trip to go someplace and experience the beaches and stuff like that. So that is where I am right now. So after this, I'm going to do a little bit more research. I have to decide by the 15th of July. That will give me, sorry, I have to decide, I have to pay for everything by the 15th of July. Well, no, I can pay for it after the 15th of June. My credit card ends on the 15th of every month. So I can delay my airline tickets till the 15th of July. I can buy my Airbnb because it's 50% down, 50% the week before. So I can do that. It's the booking of the apartment that is the most urgent, because the airline tickets, it's not a big deal. I can wait till October to buy the airline tickets, but it's cheaper now. The price will go up a little bit. Actually, the price doesn't change that much for Sri Lanka. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, it's International Motorcycle Day. So I might go to that next week. So yeah, If you guys have any tips or ideas or contacts that can help me in Pattaya, oh, fresh off the tree coconut. Oh. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas of like places I can go and stay long term, like longer than 2 months, Cebu is one place. Pattaya is my second choice. Is there a third choice that is like 3 star, 4 star? I'm not looking for 5 star, like middle of the road. I'm not looking for budget. No, no, no. Forget budget. I'm not backpacking. I'm not doing hostels. You'll never catch me doing that. No, thank you. No, thank you. I like people, but not that much. Um, yeah, that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Is do that research online. Maybe I'll show you what I'm looking at. Share, share, share. All right, here we go. So this is the place that I found. That costs me I have to remember I'm going to be in this place for like 2 months. So it has to have everything I need. So this will cost me about $1,500 for 2 months. And you can see it's got a great desk, a great chair, but it's a studio. But look at that view. And I can just open the windows and I'm listening to the ocean. I think I'm upwards of like 10 floors or something like that. And I'm looking towards Pattaya. That's the Pattaya side. I'm in Pratumnak, those who know. But it's a studio. So claustrophobic. No space to walk around in. You know, decent enough, clean. I love having a shelf on the sink. I hate pedestal sinks. Hate it. Because what ends up happening in a pedestal sink is that the shelf is over the toilet. So everything's over the toilet and inadvertently everything falls into the freaking toilet. So having like this space on the side, I freaking love it. And look at this, look at these grounds. Can you imagine sitting here and having a class? I'd get like a Bluetooth headphone with a microphone attached. I'd have to buy one. Maybe not even Bluetooth, maybe just like plugged directly in. And then upstairs on the 40th floor, whatever, is this little seating area. Nobody goes there because it's like near the sauna, which is barely used. But I've been to this hotel before and I had a friend stay. I didn't stay there, but I had a friend stay there. So I came to visit to use the pool. So there's the Jomtiam side. And you just sit here and you can have a class there. Can you imagine that? So this is a nice place. It's got good ratings. The owner's got a good rating. One bad rating, but so it's not bad. Now here, for double the price, is the Copacabana. Copacabana is one of the newest luxury condos. And check this out. This is the rooftop. They have more pictures of the gym than nobody uses the gyms. Look at this. Look at these pools. Look at that. They have 5 pools. Look at that view. So there's 2 roads. There's Beach Road and Second Road. A lot of condos are closer to Second Road. This Copacabana is right on Beach Road. So you just walk across the beach to the ocean. Just beautiful. But the problem is the rooms are kind of small. There really isn't any place for me to set up. And I have done it before where I sit on the floor, I put a pillow on the floor, my back is against the couch, and I set up on the table, and my legs go through the table. So it's like a TV tray. Or the other thing is that I can set up on the chair and get one of those TV trays. I can buy one from Tucum Plaza. I can go to the electronics plaza and just buy one and just like leave it there when I leave. I mean, it's like $20. Or I can set up on the kitchen table. The problem is I'm 90% sure this table is attached to the wall. It's immovable. I'm 90% sure. I have to ask if I can move that a little bit. Because if I can move it, then I can move it into the living room and do it there. But it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It's double the price. For 2 months will be about $3,400 US dollars. $3,000 US dollars. Which is not bad. I can afford that. But I don't want to. So from a map perspective, Copacabana is down here in Jomtien. The Peaks is over here in Pratumnak, which is on the hill, and then this is Pattaya Beach Road. I like this area here. Very nice. Got amazing beaches. It's got my favorite beach club, which is Sands. I love going to Sands. But Jomtien, the food markets and the food and the bars and stuff here are cheap. So what I pay in apartment will be cheaper. Well, in this area, it's more expensive because of that condo. But Pratumnak is expensive because it's like upscale. So I have to decide. Gosh, it's hot. I have to decide where I'm going to stay, how much I'm going to spend, and then to get a visa extension. I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to get somebody to do it for me. It's about $100 for a 30-day visa extension. So I have to factor that into the cost. So what do you guys think? What should I do? Let me know in the comment. What else is going on? Did I mention, some YouTuber in Spain reached out to me and she's interested in interviewing me. I said that. Yeah, sorry. About expats who live or return to Sri Lanka. She has a pretty interesting format. I'm going to check it out, communicate with her about what she wants to do. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who is commenting on the videos. The videos have gone up a little bit, which is all because of you guys. So I truly appreciate that. I love it. Thank you. Helping me grow the channel is what I'm looking forward to. And it's strange because one of my friends and two channels have stopped. Two of my favorite channels. So everybody knows that Outdoor Boys has shut down. He's done a temporary shutdown, but I'm 90% sure he's never coming back. He's going to focus on his family and his kids' YouTube channels. He's going to make enough money. He's making enough money from residuals on his current channel, and his kids' channels are blowing up. So he's going to have enough money to take care of his family. He said that he wants to reduce the notoriety, but kind of doesn't make sense because his kids are just as popular as him, and his followers from his channel are going to migrate to his kids' channel because they want to see him, or they want to see that kind of content. And the reason I watch him is because his content is so authentic and so real, and his son's channel is cookie cutter the same. So everyone's migrating over there. He's got 12 million, 15 million subscribers. And I'm 90% sure his kids' channel is gone crazy. I'm subscribed, but I don't remember how many. His 12-year-old kid? His kid's only got 100,000 subscribers, but his channel is like a year old. The oldest video, is a year ago. He's got 19 videos, and they're getting what? His biggest video's got 8 million views. His most recent one, 8 million views. That's ridiculous. 8 million views for a channel that's 1 year old. Let's see how much he makes. So he makes about $15,000 a month. A month. Just from YouTube ads. The guy has a channel that has 19 videos in a year. That's about one a month. And he's making $10,000 a month. Minimum $10K a month. So you tell me why they dropped doing it. And then unfortunately, not for that reason, but my other friend, you guys know Alex in Thailand, he has shut down his channel, removed all his videos. Outdoor Boys did not remove his videos. They're still there. You can still watch them. He's still earning money from them. Alex shut down his channel. He turned it off. And that is a sad day. His channel's 3 years old. 15,000 subscribers, 500,000 views. Great channel, lovely guy. Unfortunately, due to medical issues and mental issues, he's decided to step away and stop. His girlfriend is going to continue her channel, and you'll see him on there. But it's sad. Like I got to know him before I knew him. So I was following people who lived in Thailand because 3-4 years ago, I'm looking for like ideas of where to retire, how to retire, what's it like to retire in Thailand. So I started following a whole bunch of people. And Alex was one of the younger guys. He was in my age range. Well, younger than me, but I'm younger here. I'm not like 56. I really don't have anything in common with a 56-year-old. I'm more so like with 35, 40-year-olds. So I'm following him, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then one of my good friends follows me on YouTube and Facebook. Just like, yeah, you're thinking about retiring. You should talk to my friend Alex. And because he's retired in Thailand. And I'm like, does he have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah. My friend said, yeah. And I said, yeah, because I've been following him for 2 years. He goes, no shit. I'm like, it's a small world. And then he said, you know, he's a friend of mine and he was in Korea the same time you were, but you guys never met because he never came to Itaewon. I'm like, damn. So 6 degrees of separation. So he sends Alex a message and says, hey, you should meet my buddy Sam. He's coming to Thailand. You guys should hang out. This is before Alex became famous, before he became YouTube famous. So we became friends, like acquaintances. And then last year, you know, he met Jasmine and me. And then last year it was Sarah and me, met him and Miley. And, you know, we brought him gifts from Sri Lanka and stuff like that. So he loves that. And we became friends. And part of the thing is like, he's kind of an introvert. And he was saying that he didn't like all of the people trying to reach out to him and it gave him anxiety and stuff like that, which I understand, you know. One of the things Outdoor Boys said that he kind of liked that ended up happening to his channel was that YouTube turned off all his comments because there was some political issue, not political, there were some issues with his children being on the channel and people commenting on that. It was causing some issues with advertisers. So YouTube shut off his comments on all his channels and all his videos. And that was a good thing because now it freed him up from having to comment on everything. Now, I need comments, please comment, because it helps my channel grow. But I can see how comments can become overbearing and having to manage them. If I ever got to that point, I would turn off comments. Just because it's just too many people, you know, you want to talk to me, come on the live stream. Come on the live stream and talk to me on the live stream. That way I can do it live. I don't have to take the time out of my day to respond to every comment on every video, even going back like 5 years, right? Which is what happened. As someone's commenting on a video from 5 years ago, I'm like, yeah, buddy, that was 5 years ago. Like, let it go. Okay, come on. So, yeah. That is I would love to have Outdoor Boys' problem. Alex, not so much. I mean, he's got a very successful channel. He doesn't make a huge ton of money, but he makes money off of it. And he got sponsorships and his channel blew up in a year. I wish I knew how he did it, but I'm stagnated now. I'm like, I went up and then now I'm like, kind of like this. Some of the videos did get some traction in the last month, but this last week, it's topped out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not changing anything, but the algorithm liked something in my videos for the last 2 weeks. And then this last video, it didn't. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not changing anything. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up today, guys. It has been a long day. It has been a long week. And I'm just looking forward to the end of this month where I can find out my new contract and figure out how much I'm going to earn so that I can figure out my vacation. Yeah, guys, I want to say thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for listening to me rant away. It's just, I love it. I love it. I know why YouTube is addictive, because it's just real, and I'm trying to keep it real. So thank you to everyone who follows, likes, subscribes, and comments. I truly appreciate it. I do it because you guys comment. That's the only reason I do it. It's a lot of fun for me. So I'm going to continue. I'm not going to quit. I doubt I ever will. Every day, sometimes I think, oh, why do I want to wake up and do this? But it's fun when I see you guys commenting, okay? I truly appreciate it. I am Sri Lankan Sammy. I am retired with mom and dad. Remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Be good to each other. And always remember, we are not strangers. We are just friends who have not met yet. See you all on the other side.